So with working on my swatches, this is how I'm going to set up each of my swatches. Is I'm going to come in from the edge and measure, honestly, I'm just going to measure 1/4 of an inch in. That makes sure that I have enough space for my 3.5 by 3.5, because you can always make it bigger.
You need a border around you?
I'm just drawing one in because I like it to have like a little matte frame. It doesn't necessarily need it. This is my preference. And then I'm gonna go up an inch here. Okay. And lightly sketch in my edge. That might be enough for me. You can't even see it, but I have some little marks there. Oh, no, not that one. Now I'm going to look at this fabric and try to recreate this texture using the pencils I have on hand. What I have selected out is I'm probably going to use all of these. I might have to go grab some more. I'm going to start out with some of my darkest colors though. And I could go through and create like a tiny little grid because this is an even weave fabric, so you see just as much of the warp as you do of the weft, essentially. But I think that's probably a little bit too much work. So I'm just going to come through and using this to the side, up and down strokes, I'm just going to give the idea of a woven fabric. This is a lot about thinking about the effect, the total effect, versus what's actually there and trying to get it rendered exactly. I'm just going to keep my strokes mostly up and down. Every now and then I'm going to come across at an angle because sometimes I like look at these little flecks and they're coming across like that. But I'm thinking of it as basically a series of little boxes that I'm placing these flecks into. And the boxes alternate side to side. And I would go through and probably do this whole area before I start coming in with my second color. For demo's sake, I'm going to bring in a lighter tone right now and start layering in these short strokes next to my initial darker hue. And the reason that I'm building up color this way and doing these short little curved strokes is because the curviness of the stroke helps describe the surface where it like almost has like little bubbles of the yarn, and the alternating pattern helps describe the weave. And then I think I'm going to use this light green to fill in between these areas. And as I fill in between, it should blend it together somewhat too. There's also blending pencils that are going to be interspersed in there. I don't know how many of them I have because I tend not to use them very much. But I could also just use scumbling, and it will blend some of my marks that I've already put together into each other. And then you guys can't even see this. Oh my goodness. One moment. Let me adjust. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, that might be what I need to do. Huh, that probably makes a little more sense.
It's very different.
Let's just redo this video and I'll explain how I did that.